Okay, well, there's your usual S9 and a little bit over. Very good, Joe. Thanks for the report. K4YDB, I'll stand on the side here and wait 12 minutes for the net to start.
Thanks for the report, Bob. W5ABI, standing by for net.
K4YDB, standing by from net.
Was that for Bob? Come back.
Represent K4YY, standing by for the net, Bob.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought so. Hey, good morning, Frank. You're coming into Idaho pretty well. Good morning, Chief.
Good morning there, Commander. Yeah, you're hitting me a good solid S7.
W2WLD, we got short skip today. Do we have long skip, Bill? WA6LJS.
Good morning, John. Well, you're an S9, so I'll leave it up to you. W2WLB.
Yeah, you're a 9 also, so we do have a long skip. It's good. Everybody's a 9 or better this morning. I'll be standing by for the net, top of the hour, WA6LJS.
Good signal, John. W5ABI.
Yeah, you too, Joe. You're about 5 over 9 right now.
You say 5 over 9?
Yeah, 5 over 9. Usually you're better than that, but just right now, I looked at the meter, you're 5 over.
Let me check the ampere. Okay, W5ABI, standing by for net.
WA6LJS, K2SJP. Good morning, John. You're 20 over into Tampa Bay. Good solid signal today. Yeah, good morning, Bob. K2SJP, WA6LJS. Well, you're a solid 9, but I think that you're not running your amp, are you? Nope, I don't even have the amp. The amp is still over at flex. Probably up until at least the first or second week in December. So we're running Hutch Watch right now. Oh, well, you're still bouncing between an 8 and a 9, so that's good. We're copying you, no problem. WA6LJS. Okay, thanks for the report, John. K2SJP, standing by. Stand for the Flyers Plus net.
W6LJS. I moved the beam around. W5ABI.
Yeah, I think it's propagation. You're about a little bit better than 5 over 9, almost 10 over, but I think it's propagation, Joe.
Okay, yeah. I retuned and everything seems to be okay. W5ABI, standing by for net.
W5ABI and 5B, 10 over with me, Joe.
Oh, okay, Ray, it must be propagation. Thanks for the report. N5BE, W5ABI.
K2SJP, W4PO, 10 over 9, Bob.
Okay, thanks for the report, Lee. You're also about 10 to 15 over 9 here at the Tampa Bay.
Okay, thanks.
And Leon, K4YDB, you are about 20 over 9. Good solid signal into Tampa Bay.
Very good, Bob. Thank you for the report. You're a solid 5-9 with me.
Well, everybody's coming in good here also. W5OG, good morning, guys. Good morning, Dale. K4YDB. If you want to back me up with Don this morning, I'll bring in K0ZMC and WA6LJS. Don's logged in and ready to go with me. And Dale will back me up. Yep, I'll get on Echo Link. Be glad to, Bob. W5OG. Thanks, Dale. K4YDB, standing by. K4YDB, W4PUO. Good morning, Charlie. Well, I hope it's fun. Roger that. W5OG, W4PUO. My local short skip is working fine. Your 5-9 deal.
Yeah, it's good to hear you, Lee, and it's always nice. I was hearing the other Lee also there earlier. Both your Lees were coming in good. Now Lee in Arlington has gone down, but still not enough that I have to turn the SDR on. I'm without operating an SDR this morning. Not just of my own volition. I'm not. I could bring it up, but I don't need it. It's great having this short skip. Good morning to you, Lee.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks, Dale. K4YDB, WA6LJS. Yeah, good morning, Charlie. Boy, you're kind of over this morning. Did you get my question for the day? Roger. Thank you much. WA6LJS, standing by for the Flyers net in about 5 minutes.
And Charlie, W5OG, I'm sending you right now. I'm sending you the question for tonight. If you're not, if you don't wake up or anything, don't worry about it. But anyway, you'll have a copy of it if you want to put it on the live stream tonight. W5OG. Thanks, Charlie. It's a short, easy question. It really doesn't matter if it's, folks won't need it necessarily, but it'll be nice. Thank you, Charlie. K4YDB, W5OG, standing by.
Okay, good morning. It's that time. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Air Force Flyers Net. This net meets on this frequency, 14290, 7 days a week, beginning at 1600 Zulu, which is 8 a.m. Pacific time. Flyers Club consists of military aviation members, both active and retired, pilots, air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, missileers, and all support crews, and anyone involved with military aviation from all the air branches of all the services. We also like to welcome visitors to the net. It's not necessary to be involved with military or aviation in order to check in. Our purpose is to promote fellowship between those radio amateurs who devoted a portion of their lives to support our air forces. This is a control net. To contact net control, use the words contact, relay, standby. Yeah, to contact the net, use the words contact, relay, check-in, or info. We also have a website at airforcesflyersclub.org. A lot of information about the net, and also an online application to join for those that feel qualified. My call is Whiskey Alpha 6 Lima Juliet Sierra. My name is John, and I'm located in Jamul, California, about 25 miles east of downtown San Diego, up in the foothills at 1,100-foot elevation. Break. When we run the net, we take check-ins, and then we go down the list, allowing each station to give their reports, and then we go back for a 73 round if time permits. Try and keep your transmissions not much longer than a couple minutes if possible, as there is another net that meets following us up at 2 kilohertz up the band at 9:30 Pacific. Break. I don't see any more on the net logger, so at this time I'm going to stand by. Well, before I stand by, let me list who I have here, and then we'll stand by for any other check-ins. We've got K0ZNC Don, who will be simuled in by K1BOB. We've got W5PIX Clifford Mobile. We've got W4PUO Lee, who's a short timer this morning. We've got a visitor in N3MAV, Greg, and we've got N5BE Leon, who's our net logger this morning. We've got WW5ENT Mike. We've got K8 Able Fox Russ. Got the commander K1BOB Bob. We got W7AJN John. We got W2WLD Bill. We got W22JJO Ray. We got N4GYY Frank. We've got W5ABI Joe and K2SJP Bob. Got K4YDB Charlie, who's running our live stream today, and the question is posted on the live stream, and it's scrolling there right now. We've got W5OT Dale, and we've got K5SKY Chris, who's receive only. Those stations that I mentioned, are there any other short timers beside W4PUO?
November Tango 5 Quebec.
November Tango 5 Quebec. Good morning. Let me get you down there as a short timer right after PUO. November 5 Tango Quebec. All right, any other short timers? I heard somebody way in my noise, couldn't make it out. Did anybody hear that? I heard something, a Bravo Foxtrot. Does anybody else hear that? I just can't pull it through, over.
Kilo Quebec 4, could you come back with your subject, please? Relay. Kilo Quebec 4, Bravo Juliet Foxtrot, John.
Oh, Okay, yeah, I'm not copying him, but I've got him on the list. Kilo Quebec 4 Bravo Juliet Foxtrot. Who was the relay?
Negative.
Oh, okay. I was probably relaying him. All right, let's see where I'm at. Let's go to W50T. Dale, put a call out from your location.
I will do, John. This is Whiskey 5, Oscar Golf. Relaying for net control this morning. We're taking check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club net members or guests. Call now.
Kilo Bravo 7 Lima Alpha Kilo. I guess I didn't call. I didn't come back when John always net called me. KB7 LAK.
Okay, Justin. Yeah, good morning. KB7 LAK is in there, John. You probably heard him. Any others? Call now, W5OG. That's it. Just Justin. Back to net, W5OG.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I heard Justin. Fine. Good morning, Justin. Let's see. Let's go out to the East Coast. W2WLD. Call out, Bill.
Wilson, John. This is W2WLD, upstate New York. Relaying for net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club net. We're taking check-ins. Members or guests, please call now.
Net control, copy. Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo, KG5 PTE in Belton, Texas. Over.
Okay, good morning, James. Anybody else? I think you probably heard him, John. KG5 PTE, James. Over.
Yeah, I sure did. Good morning, James. KG5PTE. Everybody's coming in locally. The only one I had problem with is the K4BJF, but there's enough people hearing him, we can have a relay there. All right, before we move on, let me give my question for today. Today's question. In the context of military operations, control and reporting centers, which are usually called CRCs, are integral to air defense and surveillance systems. Which of the following accurately describes the primary function and responsibilities of a CRC in modern military operations? And the possible answers are alpha, detecting, tracking, and identifying aerial targets to provide real-time situational awareness and coordinate tactical air operations. Alpha, detecting, tracking, and identifying aerial targets to provide real-time situational awareness and to coordinate tactical air operations. Bravo, solely managing ground-based radar systems without integrating data from airborne platforms or allied forces. Bravo, solely managing ground-based radar systems without integrating data from airborne platforms or allied forces. Charlie, serving as a decentralized independent unit that operates without coordination with other command and control nodes. Charlie, serving as a decentralized independent unit that operates without coordination with other command and control nodes. And Delta, acting as a hub for data fusion, enabling seamless integration of air, land, and naval operational domains to support joint force commanders. Delta, acting as a hub for data fusion, enabling seamless integration of air, land, and naval operational domains to support joint force commanders. That's today's question for today. Does anybody need any repeats called out? All right, nothing heard, and that question is streaming live on K4YDB YouTube live stream. All right, let's go to the top and bring in K0ZNC. Bob, K1BOB, go ahead.
Roger, K1BOB and K0ZNC. If you're turned on, go ahead.
Thank you, Bob. Good morning to all the players.
morning to everyone on the net. Well, we have a cool day brewing today, and it has about built-in moisture with it. We were supposed to get all snow last night. I think we got just a little bit of a flurry, and that's about it. I tell you, the remnants of that cyclone up in the northwest that took place a couple days ago, it finally reached us here. So minimal form. So, about 50 feet out of the airport here. It's mostly moisture on the form of water, not snow here. And you've been left a minimal amount. So that's around right south of feet or so, which would be about another 3-4 miles like this. I think they got something like 4 or 5 inches of snow. And then I heard there was one place up the southwestern, southern Colorado, all the restaurants combined, around the Wolf Creek out there, the Gopher Springs area. There was something like that. Well, it was a foot to a foot and a half or so. So I don't know if that materialized or not. I've not watched those yet this morning. But it's just clear. Be nice, get that through. And we'll take that to the Concord Road. I don't know what the impact will be over there, but with a minimal snow situation like that, usually, airlines can have a little bit of bad weather before they really have to get in. Let's not go on and question how that's moving. No idea. Something they done for Alpha. What they done for him and for the answer is just a fun. I don't have anything else. Give me a shot on 73 rounds. Keep on smoking on me here. And with that, John, thank you much for being there. And as we have on the ATF bar, appreciate it. Okay, just that's it. We'll talk back to you, John, WA6LJS and K4YDB.
K4YDB back to next control.
Okay, thank you, Don, and thank you, Bob. We got you down for Alpha, Don. All right, let's move on here. Let's go to W5PIX Mobile. Clifford, you're up. WA6LJS.
Well, WA6LJS in the group. Good morning to all the flyers. And, boy, I'll tell you what. Get my ducks in a row. Anyways, well, the truck is slowed down again. Hopefully we're going to still keep transmitting for a little bit. We're going to start it back up. It's 55 degrees here in Hawker Heights, just outside of Fort Cavazos. And, I'll tell you what, good question, John. I think I'm going to go with Alpha. We got some clouds moving in, and cooler weather. Really cool. But, hey, we'll take it. As long as we get some rain out of it. Anyway, thank you, John, and thanks for the question. WA6LJS, W5PIX Mobile here in Hawker Heights, Texas.
Okay, Cliff, W5PIX Mobile, WA6LJS. I think you turned it. You dropped down a little bit there, but I think I did get your answer as Alpha also. Very good. All right, let's see. Let's go to a short timer. W4PUO, Lee, you're up. WA6LJS.
WA6LJS, W4PUO. Good morning again, John, and it's nice to be on the net. I've had quite a few days of busyness around here, just schedule conflicts, so haven't been on for a few days, but it's nice to hear everybody, especially with the short skip. Well, I don't know about the question. Let me think. I believe I'm going to have to rule out Bravo and Charlie, and whether Delta doesn't make a whole lot of sense because data fusion is Well, that's an airborne command job, I think. So I'm going to go with Alpha also. It's probably starting a lemming line. I don't know if I want to be a lemming or not, but that sounds reasonable to me. Beautiful day here near Houston. I suppose we'll be in San Antonio for Thanksgiving with my son and daughter and grandkids, and we'll be traveling just there and back in one day. It's only a couple-hour drive, and we won't stay overnight. But looking forward to getting together with family. I hope everybody else has a chance to do that too, wherever possible. Be safe. Be on the road. There's a lot of people out there watching for drunk drivers, but there's also those that are going to slip by and do something stupid. So be careful if you're on the road. I'm certainly going to keep my antennas out, so to speak. So 73s, everybody. I'm going to run on and head for an out-of-town lunch date, and we'll catch y'all this evening, perhaps. So thank you, John. Thanks for doing the net, and thanks to N5B Leon. W4PUO 73.
Okay, thanks, Lee. Good signal this morning. We got you down for the answer there, and you're coming in that time. You're about 10 over 9 there. All right, let's see where I'm at here. Let's go to MT5Q, Europe, WA6LJS.
WA6LJS, NT5Q, good morning to all. Well, I tell you what, it was 43 degrees up here in the Bulverde area when I got up this morning, so it was a little on the chilly side. We're supposed to get up into the 60s, and tomorrow it's back up in the 80s, and then back down to 60s again, so we're on the yo-yo for November, I guess. See, on the question, it's a good question. I think I'm going to go with the early lemming line here and go with Alpha. It seems to be the most logical. Didn't have anything to do with those sorts of operations, but I'm just guessing here. Let's see, I've got a pot on the stove. I'm cooking up stuff for Thanksgiving, so I'll say 73 to everybody, and everybody have an enjoyable Thanksgiving. NT5Q.
Okay, real good, Don. NT5Q, good 10 over 9 here, and hitting the SDRs also. And we got your answer as Alpha. We got a strong lemming line started here today. And good luck on starting that turkey. I'm still thawing out the turkey here, so it'll be another, probably, maybe by early tomorrow morning it'll be thawed enough to cook. All right, break with NT5Q, and let's go to a visitor. November 3, Mike Alpha Victor, Greg, N3 MAV. You're up, Greg.
Roger. Well, thank you very much for letting me join your net. So far, everybody is very light, so it's hard to hear. I heard a question. I didn't get enough of it to give any answer. Just a little background, retired Air Force, saw you guys on NetMogger and figured that I'd go and see what's going on. So, thank you very much for letting me listen to your net. So, MAV is back to the net control.
He turned it, John.
Okay, I'm not hearing him at all, even on the SDR. For some reason, he's skipping right over me. So, but I suppose you got him his answer on NetLogger. All right, sorry for Greg. You're not real strong here today. Well, you're not anything here on the West Coast this morning. All right, break with him. Let's see where we're at. We got. I think KB7LAK, Justin is up now. Go ahead, Justin.
Okay, I'm not a set timer. I think I was supposed to end the list, but I'll be glad to go right now, and maybe I can influence the crowd. So, Control Reporting Center, we work in harmony with the Air Operations Center, the Marine Air Operations Center, CAOS, and I've done a couple of tours in CAOS, one in Korea, short, and then a couple in the Middle East. CENTCOM, U.S. CENTCOM, U.S. CENTCOM, basically. The CAOS is more like acting as a hub for seamless control reporting centers, and then they all go to so it's an internet center, and yeah, they would be tech to track aerial targets, provide real-time situational awareness for the commanders and everything. But they in turn feed the chaos as well. The CRC turned a lot of this stuff to the chaos because the chaos had more manpower. So put me down for Alpha. So answer Alpha. I hope everybody's doing well. It's a little cloudy today and a little rainy. Expecting snow is going to come, and that's fine because a lot of guys are not going to school, and I don't have my original drive car, so I'm riding around the corner. Anyway, that's all I've got. I'll be here till the bottom. So thanks for calling that, John, coming in great. 87 LAK, back to that.
Okay, Justin, very good. Thanks for that additional information. I don't know a whole lot about those CRCs, but I was researching a little bit late last night to come up with a question. Very good, and you're 10 over 9. Beautiful signal, Justin. All right, got your answer. Let's see, break with you, and let me see where I'm at here. Let's see, visitor Curtis. I'm going to need a relay here because I didn't hit him unless he starts to come in. That's KQ4 Bravo Juliet Foxtrot. KQ4 BJF. You're up, Curtis.
KQ4 BJF. Curtis, you're up. Your turn for the minute. I'm not hearing anything, John. He was fairly strong with me when he came on before.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Leon. Yeah, I wasn't hearing him at all. Well, we can maybe come back at the 73 if he's back there. All right, let me see on my list. Well, let's see, the next up would be you, Lee, so go ahead. N5BE, you're up.
Yeah, W6LJS N5B. I'd like to tell a quick story that's kind of funny. Back in the late 70s, Bell sold some 212s to Uganda, and those are twin-engine Hueys. And they sent a pilot over to train the Ugandan Air Force, and Idi Amin fell in love with this pilot. His name was Chick, just like a chicken, Chick. And Edie gave him his personal phone number. So when he got back to Bell, he's telling the marketing guys how it went. They said, you need to stay in contact with him. We want to sell some more helicopters. So he said, call him once a week. Just make sure everything's okay. So what Chick had to do, when he called the number, Edie would pick up, but he would not respond unless Chick said his title correctly. So the title was wrong. I don't have it all. But, ruler of all Black Africa, defeater of the British, on and on and on and on. And even though Chick had it written down, he'd get so nervous, he'd mess it up, and Idi Amin would just hang up the phone. But if Chick got it right, and of course we're all listening on the extension, and he'd go, hello, Chick, how are you doing today? So, little did we know that Chick would become friends with a butcher of sub-Saharan Africa. And anyway, it's one of the many stories out of Bell Helicopter from back in the day. I'm going with A, John. I'm going A because I actually think I've seen one of these things in operation in Germany. So I didn't know that's what it was called, but it fits the description of what I saw. So I'm going to go with Alpha. W6LJS N5BE.
Okay, Lee, real good. N5BE, WA6LJS. Interesting story there for sure. And you're coming in solid. You're 10 over 9 as usual. And we got a very strong Lemmy line today. And I want to mention that there might be possible there could be two answers to this question, but either one of them you'll get full credit. So, all right, let me go to Mike at WW5ENT. You're up, Mike.
Yeah, good morning, WA6LJS, WW5ENZ here. Yeah, that's an interesting question, John. First, let me just tell you what we're doing here. We started out about 28 degrees. We're up to about, 43 degrees now, so it's getting better and the sun's shining. Not too much wind, pretty day, no clouds, and so we're having a good day in Oklahoma today. And I'm getting ready to do Christmas. I'm going to have to decorate because everybody in my neighborhood is already decorating. Usually it's after Thanksgiving, people go out and decorate for Christmas, but I think this year with all the stress of the elections and all that, people are just glad and happy. They want to get their Christmas decorations up, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to be attempting a 30-foot Christmas tree here in the back. I'm going to string some green lights that are way up 30 feet in the air and have them looking like a Christmas tree. I don't know. I'll let you know how that works. Other than that, I just got some other stuff for the front of the house, and we're going to do all that stuff. Anyway, as far as the question goes, yeah, it's a great one, an interesting one. Let me say that. I was intrigued by Dee's hub of data for data fusion, a hub for data fusion, interesting stuff. But I think maybe John made that up. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of folks are going with AIM, and of course, right here in Tinker, we have such an animal, and they use it all the time. But also this is also used in the Army. So the one thing that I was a little leery about picking A was because it said aerial targets, tracking and identifying aerial targets. But I don't know. I can't buck this lemming line. It's just too strong. So I'm going to go with Alpha, and we'll see how it works out. And John, I'm going to be one and done. I got to get back out there and get some ladders and stuff out. But that's a great net today, and I'll check back in later, hopefully, and see what the answer was. Anyway, WW5ENZ, back to you at 73s, everybody. W6LJ.
Okay, Mike, real good. You're booming in here, 10 to 15 over. Got your answer as a Alpha. Nobody wants to break the lemming line yet. We'll see how it goes. Very good. Nice signal today, Mike. You be safe there, and maybe we'll catch you on the 40-meter net tonight. All right, let's go to Russ. Able Fast. You're up, Russ.
W6LJS from K4YDB. Good question, and I'm going to be difficult and break the trend and go with Delta. Although Justin, I believe everything that Justin says, and I'm sure he's probably right. But I'm still going to go with Delta just to be difficult, I guess. It's 31 frosty degrees in central Washington today. It looks like got a little bit of fog out there, but I think it's going to turn out to be a nice day. So nice sunny day, I think, and probably temperatures maybe low 40s. But I'm going to be one and done because I got a meeting coming up that I need to attend, but I will monitor as long as I can. But thank you, John, for running the net. Good signal, and everyone's sounding good so far out in Washington today. 7-3 everybody. Back to you, John, WA6LJS K8AF, and I hope to be on the 40-meter net tonight.
Okay, Russ, real good. Yeah, you're booming in here, 15 over 9. Very nice sounding signal there. And we got you down for Delta. Very good. Well, you break the lemming line. That's good. We'll see how it goes there. 73 to you. Have a good one, and we'll get you on the 40-meter net today. Well, while we're talking about the 40-meter net, let me mention it. Tuesday is the only day we do the 40-meter net. And it takes place on 7210 to start. We've had some difficulty with that frequency with QR Mary, but we'll start there, and if we have to move the net controller, we'll move it there. And it takes place at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's the Air Force Flyers 40-meter, and we only do that on Tuesdays. And normally Jennifer, K4YDB, our webmaster, conducts that net, but she's out of service right now due to some health problems with her sister. So, and I forgot who the net control for tonight is, but it'll be somebody for sure. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the commander. K1BOB, you're up, Bob. K4YDB here, W6LJS. John, thanks for running a fine net. Very interesting question. Kind of a word salad to me. I'm not good at these kind of questions. These are the ones that got me in war college, you know. I couldn't quite farm out a good answer from all the definitions. Hang on. And anyway, I'm good. Let's see. Yeah, I think Dale's got the net tonight for Tuesday night, and I'll get a new roster out. I basically gave it over the air yesterday. I'll do it again in case somebody else is here. For next month, month of December, on December 3rd, Tuesday, I'll do the net, the late net. And on the 10th, John, you have it. On the 17th, WB5BRI. Brian, you've got it. I don't know if you're out there today. On the 24th, that's you, Brian, and your brother, W5OG, on the 31st of December. Kind of the same order as we did it for this month. So thanks, guys, on that. I'll try to get that in the mail here. Let's see the question. I think A is probably correct by definition. I'm having a hard time sorting out some of the ideas and things you got flowing through this job. But I also think Delta is correct as a decentralized. They can be decentralized, and of course we had a 552nd control group out there at Oklahoma, and I remember the commander gave me a very nice going away flag when I left there, and I worked with those guys a bit on mostly just base stuff, not operational stuff. But we had to keep them running, had to keep everybody running, and the airfield open. So with that, John, I'll send it back to you. K4YDB, put me down for Alpha Delta.
Okay, Bob, real good. The first one that has a double answer, that's very good. I did mention that it is possible to have two answers to this question. So we got you down for Alpha and Delta. Very good. All right, break with K4YDB. Let's go to John, W7AJN. You're up, John. Let me get this W6LJN, W7AJN. Good morning, John. Good net so far. You got good all the way through. The girls are doing fine. I've got to start the turkey brine today, actually tonight. So I got to make the brine and cook it for a little while, and then let it cool off. So I won't be doing the turkey, the brine of the turkey until late evening. Well, I can even wait for tomorrow morning. But it takes 24 hours brining for sure. A little more never hurts. So that's what I'm going to do today. Messing with turkey. Turkey brining. So the dogs are doing fine, and our temperature started out at 48 degrees this morning. It's 55 right now, and we're going to 77 today. So that's very, very comfortable. Let's see, the question. I believe the name is correct, but I also going to go with Commander Bob and say that he sounds pretty correct too. So I'll follow Commander Bob, and we'll do an Alpha Delta. So Alpha Delta is my answer, and I'll stick around to the bottom. Back to Net Control. Okay, John, very good. W7AJN, WA6LJS. Boy, everybody is booming in here this morning. So far, everybody's over S9, except that one visitor that I couldn't hear at all. But got you down for Alpha Delta. Very fine. All right, break with W7AJN, and let's go to W2WLD. You're up, Bill.
Yeah, WA6LJS, W2WLD. Good morning again, John. Good morning to all on the net. Propagation is pretty fine today. It's still raining on and off, and then it's going to clear up tomorrow, then rain again for Thanksgiving, I think. But we'll see what happens. When I first read the question, I wrote down Alpha and Delta. I'm staring right at it. But I was going to ask if there were more than one answer. before I gave that answer, and I guess it's possible. So I'll stick with Alpha Delta. I was going to say Alpha and Delta, but if there's only one right answer, make it Alpha. So, but as long as Bob went with the Alpha Delta, I feel comfortable doing that also. Thank you, John. W2 WLD, back to net.
Okay, Bill, very good. Got you down for Alpha and Delta. Very fine. And boy, there was somebody tuning up for almost your whole transmission there, but you're strong enough that just overrode it. And by the way, I think you got 100% fixed on your audio problem, because the last couple days it's been very nice sounding. So putting those, I think you said you put some ferrite beads somewhere or something, it certainly fixed the problem. All right, got you for A and D. Let's go out to New Jersey. The East Coast is coming in nice today. WB2JJO, Ray, you're up.
WA6LJS from WB2JJO. Well, good morning there, John and everyone else on the net. This is Ray here in southern New Jersey. Well, we have overcast right now, but we have a nice temperature. We have 60 degrees right now. And it's threatening rain, but I think we're going to get some rain for Thanksgiving. Actually, we can really use the rain, that's for sure. And I'll tell you what, John, everybody's coming in pretty good on my electric radio here, but the Utah SCR sure helps out a lot. As far as the answer to the question is concerned, well, I'll tell you what, I must have read that question over at least a half a dozen times, and I'm listening to the other gentlemen that are on the net who are much more advanced than I am when it comes to this kind of stuff. And the commander hit it, I think. So I'm going to go with Alpha and Delta. Alpha and Delta, because you said that there's more than one answer. So I figured, well, you know what? I'm sure it's either one or the other, but I'm going to go with the group Alpha and Delta. So that's the answer there, John. So back over to you, sir. WA6LJS from WB2JJO.
Okay, Ray, WB2JJO, WA6LJS. Got you down for another Alpha and Delta. Very fine. Boy, you've got a nice signal. You're solid S9. And since I think you changed antennas there, I think you're running the X-beam now. But since you did that, you're coming in very nicely on the West Coast. Before that, I used to have to a lot of times depend on the SDR for your signal. But right now, you're good S9 locally here, coast to coast. So very good, and we got your answer. All right, break with JGO. Let's go to Frank. November 4 Golf Yankee. Frank, you're up.
WA6LJS and the group K4YDB. Good morning, John. Good morning to all the flyers on the net this morning. It is a fine morning in Louisville, Kentucky. Right now we are currently at 43 degrees and mostly sunny. And I'll take the sun any day because that makes the 43 feel more like 53. If you stand out in the sun, it'll warm you up. We started off at 36 degrees this morning. We're supposed to go to 48. And rain is supposed to move in tomorrow night and hit us a little bit through Turkey Day, so we'll see how that works out. But that's an interesting question you got there, John. I'm not sure if you came up with it or if somebody else sent it to you, but it's a good question. And when I first read it, Delta jumped to mind as being the correct answer, and then I'm sitting here looking at where a lot of people say Alpha's it, and then our commander came in with Alpha and Delta. So I'm going to start a new lemon line here and just continue with the Alpha Delta on that. So I got a relatively good chance of getting one of them correct anyway. But that's the way it is. It's like I said, it's been a good net today. I've been able to hear just about everybody locally without having to use the SDRs. And everybody's hitting me with a good strong S7 or greater. So it's all sounding good. With that, I'll send it back to you, John. WA6LJS and the group K4YDB.
Okay, Frank, very fine. K4YDB, WA6LJS. Well, you're a solid line. And coming in some SDRs also, but so far conditions are excellent on the West Coast today. And we got you for Alpha and Delta. Yeah, when I research for a question, I usually try to find something that I don't know. And this is one when I was last night. I was about 9 o'clock last night. I was searching for a question. And I came across this, and it's one that I wouldn't know the answer, so I figured maybe that's a good one. The only questions I give that I know the answer are the ones regarding the B-58. So that's the way. All these other ones I try to make a little harder than make it that I don't know. All right, thanks for that, and we'll go to W5ABI. Joe, you're up.
Yeah, WA6LJS, W5ABI. Yeah, good morning, John, and the rest of the flyers. Thanks for running the net. Sorry if conditions aren't better between San Diego and here this morning, but I'm copying everybody pretty well. It's a beautiful, clear blue sky, no winds today. It's 49 now, but it's supposed to go up to 76, so we're starting to see a little bit of summer again here. Anyhow, the answer to the question, I'm just going to go with Alpha. So, anyhow, we'll be here at the bottom. WA6LJF, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, real good. Well, you're a good S9 in here locally, so, and I'm hearing you on one of the SDRs also, so good conditions on my end. And we got you down for another Alpha. All right. Break with you, and let's go to Charlie, our live streamer. K4YDB, you're up, Charlie.
WA6LJS, K4YDB. Well, good morning, John. Morning to all the flyers. John, you caught me by surprise because I thought that K2SJP was going to be in there before me. But anyway, I'll get out of here real quick. Right now it's about 56 degrees here. It's supposed to get, well, we're in the low 60s again today. We got 76% humidity outside. We got rain moving in on Thanksgiving, and after that we're going to have some of Bob's weather. It's supposed to be down into the 20s. For probably next week, all of next week, I think it is. Be 40s during the day and 20s at night. So it's not going to be fun. I was going to get out and do some work today, but it's not very pleasant out there. We did get a little rain this morning. But anyway, conditions aren't that great here either. I mean, I'm hearing everybody, but not a lot of strong signals. I got, Ray came in strong. I mean, Lee came in strong. There was just a few people that come in strong. But John, you're coming in about an S5, S6. But that's about the best I can get out of you. But your audio's coming through very nicely. As far as the question goes, well, I guess I'm just going to go with the AIDS. AD, Alpha Delta. Put me down for Alpha Delta. I'll just follow the lemons anyway. WA6LJS, K4YDB. I am back to net.
Okay, Charlie, real good. K4YDB, WA6LJS. You're a good S9. So it's a kind of a one-way propagation situation because you're booming in here as usual. And yeah, I messed up. I forgot. I skipped right over Bob. So, but we got your answer, Charlie. Thank you. And let me go back and pick up K2SJP. Sorry, I skipped you. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay, LJS, K2SJP. Not a big deal. Don't worry about it. And we'll say good morning again to you and to all the flyers here on the net today. Well, 75 degrees over here. Nice and sunny. Pretty low humidity. Ideal time of year over here right now in Tampa Bay. And we're running about 100 watts power. The amplifier PGXL is still with the Flex company. On the question, I believe that Russ is correct. I'm going to go with KEAS and go for Delta. It's a hub for data fusion. I believe that is the only correct answer, and I am going to stick with Russ on that. So put me down for Delta on it, John. Back to you. Thanks for running the net. Everybody's coming in so well today. It's I wish it was like that all the time. LJS, K2JP.
Okay, Bob, real good. Very good. Got your answer there. And yeah, you're coming in without your amplifier. You're doing a good S7 locally. So no trouble hearing you, and I'm hearing you on one of the SDRs also. So very good. All right, let me break with you, and let's see. Goes back to Dale. W5OG. You're up, Dale.
Okay, fine, John. Hold on a second. Okay, I guess that's good enough. Anyway, yeah, this W5OG here in beautiful East Texas. Another nice, wonderful fall day. Getting ready for our trip up to Tulsa. And for Thanksgiving, which we're looking forward to that. Should be fun. Getting together with the family up there. And, oh, hold on a second. I just realized I'd given out those calls for additional check-ins without the amplifier on, John. I apologize. It's on now, so perhaps well, I'm still not. Hold on. I'm not putting out much power. I don't know why here. Just a minute. Test, 1, 2. Well, I've got something going on. I don't know. Can you hear me okay, John? Am I coming out there to California over?
Yeah, you're coming in at S9, but it was interesting because when you said you put the amplifier on, I didn't notice a difference. It didn't stay. It stayed at S9, over.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It looks like it's not, I'm only putting out like 20 watts. Just a minute. Hello, test. Well, I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest. Anyway, I'm gonna research this problem that I've got here somewhere or another. But if you can hear me okay, let me just give my analysis here of this difficult question. Are you sure that you didn't work at Air University in some prior life there, John? You know, I've seen all these, you've got all the right buzzwords in all of these answers. I could be talked into, you know, but you have to look at the primary function and responsibility. And I believe Delta was my initial response to this, but I could be, you know, I could certainly see that A would be correct, and I expected under the right situations both B and C could be correct. So, you know, the thing is designed to, as I understand it at least, and I'm no expert. Well, I guess I should be. It's designed to provide a definite element of flexibility. You know, flexibility is the key. So I can be talked into any one of those answers. But I think Delta is probably the best answer, followed by A, C, and then B. And I do have the net tonight. John, thank you for announcing the 40-meter net tonight, and I've got the question already to Charlie. And everything's copacetic here, except I can't figure out why the amplifier didn't come on when I clicked the button. So I'm going to research that and find out. Back over to you there, John, with my 20 watts here. WA6LJS, back to that, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, real good. Yeah, it's amazing that you're doing so well with 20 watts because you're a solid S9 locally here. But that's got to do a lot with that good antenna you have, though, that quad. So I got your answer as D-Delta. Very fine. All right. Hope you find out what's going on with the amp there. All right, let's see where I'm at here. Let's go to your brother, WB5DRI. Brian, you're up. WA6LJS.
Yeah, WA6LJS. This is WB5DRI. Brian down here in San Antonio. Good morning, John, and good morning to the net. We've got a nice day in San Antonio, as Don was saying there. Our temperatures here, close to Helotes in San Antonio, are a little bit warmer than his. I think we started out about 48. And I think we're up to about 56 right now, and our high is only going to be about 69 degrees, so probably an ideal day temperature-wise. And it looks like it's going to be a nice day. It's a little bit cloudy and overcast, but we'll take it. Anyway, good to hear everybody on the electric radio this morning. Good conditions on the band here. John hearing everybody, and we got the short skip going again. Dale, with your 20 watts there. Your S9 with me here in San Antonio as well. So kind of nice to have the short skip going. And hope you get your, I'm sure you'll figure out what's going on with your linear there. But anyway, on your question, John, great question this morning. I think I'm going to go with, I think alpha is the best answer, but I'll go with alpha and delta because I think those two could be correct. And and like Dale was saying, on the other two, there were some buzzwords in there also that were close. But I'll go with alpha and delta. And I have to also request a replacement for myself on Saturday, coming on the 30th of November. That's my wife and I's our anniversary. 56 years ago Saturday, I married my bride there. So anyway, we're going to be doing some things and quite busy that day, so I won't be able to take the net on Saturday. So thanks for getting me in there, John. Back to you. WA6LJS, WB5GI, back to net.
Okay, Brian, very good. WB5GI, WA6LJS, solid 15 over there, booming in as usual, and we got your answers, AD. And happy anniversary. Boy, you're the same as me. I celebrated the 56th anniversary, my wife and I, last July. So we've been married the same length of time now. That's very nice. All right, very good. Got your answer. Let's break with you. And now let's go to James, KG5PTE. James, you're up. WA6LJS.
WA6LJS, KG5PTE. Good morning, John. I hope you're hearing me okay. I'm on the Yaesu FT710 with the hex beam pointed kind of toward you, and I'm running about 250 watts. I'm running this amplifier kind of on lower power today. Only driving it with about 30 watts input from the exciter. I think I'm going to follow the lemmings and go alpha and delta. I've been looking at the question on the live stream, scratching my head a little bit, so I'm just going to go alpha delta. You're sounding good, John. Good S8, S7, S8 on me. Actually closer to an S8. And Dale, he was even sounding good to me here on 20 watts. So, Dale, hopefully you find out the trouble with that amplifier. And I'll be looking forward to the 40-meter net tonight. So with that, I'll turn it back to net control. WA6LJS, Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo.
Okay, James, real good. Well, you're a good S9 locally. S9, and I'm hearing you on one of the SDRs also there. So we got you down for your answers. Very fine. And Leon's got them up on the net loader there. All right, let me see where I'm at here. Well, let's see. Next would be K4YDB, Chris, but he's receive only. Good morning to you, Chris. And then we got N9KJN, Norm. And I think he's receive only. Let me see. N9KJN, are you there, Norm? No, he's receive only also. All right, let's try KJ5IEI, Mike. He might be receive only, but Mike, are you there? No, he's receive only. Let's try K6 Papa X-Ray, my neighbor Steve. Are you there this morning? Go ahead, Steve. Anybody here, Steve? Well, I don't hear anything, so probably, Steve, if you're listening to me, I am monitoring Sandra repeater, so you can come in there if you want to say, if you have anything. All right, break with him. Let's try another visitor, W9 Delta X-Ray, W9DXX. Jerry, you're up. section, Illinois. Are you there? All right, nothing heard. So that's the bottom of my list. Before I give the answers, did I miss anybody on the original list? Call now. Nothing heard. Okay, well, we'll give the answer, and then I think we have time for a very quick 73 round. The question today was in the context of military operations, control and reporting centers, CRCs, are integral to air defense and surveillance systems. The question was, which of the following securely or accurately describes the primary functions and responsibilities of a CRC in modern military operations? And the answer to the question was Alpha, detecting, tracking, and identifying aerial targets to provide real-time situational awareness and coordinate tactical air operations. So a lot of people got Alpha. That was correct. But the Bravo and Charlie are incorrect, as CRCs rely on integrated multi-source data and operate in coordination with other command structures. But nobody chose Bravo and Charlie, and so those were both incorrect. But the other correct answer was Delta, acting as a hub for data fusion, enabling seamless integration of air, land, and naval operational domains to support joint force commanders. So CRCs play a critical role in detecting and tracking aerial targets, and they serve as a hub for integrating data across domains to support joint operations. So A was correct, and D was correct, and AE is correct. So anybody that got those correct answers, congratulations. I wouldn't have got this myself if somebody else had posed this question to me. So very good. All right. Let me mention once again, today is Tuesday, so we will do the 40-meter net on 72 Canada start. We'll see how QR Mary will work. If we have to modify it, we will. That begins at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern. And W5OG Gale will take the net for Jennifer this evening. All right, with that, let's go down for a quick 73, and let's see, Bob, K4YDB, if Don is in there, bring him in.
K4YDB, I believe Mr. Don is in here. Don, go ahead. You got the question right. K4YDB, back to net control.
Okay, thanks, guys. Good quality signal and audio on both of you there. And you have a very happy Thanksgiving, Don, if we don't catch you on the net tomorrow. 73. All right, let's go to Mobile, W5PIX. Clifford, you're up.
Well, thanks it is, John, and good morning again to all the flyers. Not half of it right. Anyways, everybody have a good day. It's over there on W5PIX Mobile. You, John, W6LJ.
Okay, Clifford, W5PIX, you're not too strong. You went down almost to my noise, but I picked you coming up on one of the SDRs. 73's dry silk, but I'll catch you maybe on Echo Link or something. Let's see, Lee W4PUO was short timer, he's out of there. Let's see where I'm at here. How about NT5Q, Don, 73 route, Don. He must have left. Let's go to M3MAV. Jig, are you there?
He's checked out on the M window.
Okay, thanks, Leon. 73 to him. Let's see, I think it's Justin, KB7LAK, 73, Justin. Okay, 73. Well, you take a guy that's worked in a couple of chaos, all the same one, and get it right. I hope I did. The B, yeah, kind of more like a chaos, but they're different than the CRC, but I think they integrate both of them. Anyway, great question, though. It's a little bit more modern. Some of us are starting to feel like fossils. Present company excluded, but, the Air Force is getting younger as we get older. But you know what? It's still the greatest fight in all the airplanes and satellites and stuff. Anyway, 73 though. I'll be here tomorrow, I guess, for cellular. 87, LAK. Okay, Justin, real good. Still a solid signal. Yeah, well, you got the question right. Either the answers, A or D or both, were all correct. 73 to you. Have a good one, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Let's see. How about K4BJF? Curtis didn't get him the first go round. Let's see if he's there now. K4BJF, are you there? No, negative copy. Let's go to Leon. N5 Bravo Echo. 73, Leon.
Yeah, WA6LJSN5EE. One of the outgrowths that happened after 9/11 were fusion centers established in most of the major cities in this country, manned by the local police department, but also there are desks for the three-letter federal agencies. And I won't get into the details of what they can do and can't do, but let's just say their capability is staggering. And I'll leave it up to you if you think that's a good idea or not. Anyway, Fusion Center, very close to this thing. W6LJSN5E, great net shot, great question, thank you.
Okay, Lee, real good. N5BE, WA6LJS. Yeah, you're still booing in here 10 overnight. Beautiful. Very good. It's really a pleasure to run the net when conditions are like they are the last few days. We've been having really good propagation. All right, break with you, and thanks again for doing the net logging. That's a big help when you're net control. Let's go to the commander. Let's see, WW5ENT, and he checked out, and so did Russ, K8A Able Fox. So we're back to you, Bob, K1BOB, 73. Okay, you're back to my anyway. Good question, John. Yeah, that was just like an Air War College. I busted my Air War College test by one question once, and well, good thing I did it right the next time so I could pass the course. But they were tricky. They would put before each question on the test, they would put pick the best answer. It was always don't pick the correct answer. Pick the best of the correct answers. That used to drive me nuts. I got better stuff to do. Anyway, regarding command and control, the F-111s would kind of operate on our own because of our high airspeeds and ability to fly so low. Nobody really bothered us. And even in red flag, I was never intercepted by a fighter there. All the ones I ever did, maybe some of that was just timing, some of that was speed. Some of the times they just wanted to fight up at medium to high altitude, and they didn't want to come down and take a chance on running into a mountaintop down there on the on the training ranges down in Nellis. But boy, it really hated it when they made us check in with AWACS. And AWACS had to do, you give me the code, they'll give me the countersign stuff, and then we need to give you an update to your frequency hopping radio, even though we already had an update, but they had to go through the drill for the guys in the back of that AWACS. And boy, it did it. Slow us down. It really would slow you down to a crawl sometimes, having to go through those procedures. So I've always had a little bad thought about that. Although they have their place, no doubt, sorting out a lot of things, but it certainly makes operations slow down significantly, especially over in the war in the sand there, where you had to go through AWACS for permission to shoot anybody down, and that would linger and go up and down a command, and if they got it wrong, they could be in trouble too. Anyway, this is K4YDB on that nice thought, and looking for a controller for Saturday for Brian's net, WD5GRI, and kind of looking over toward, give a glance towards Leon, think about it, and for Charlie, think about that, if that's something we can do, because all the other controllers got stuff going on an additional time a month right now with the 40-meter net. So I'll shut up and get out of here, John. Thank you very much for running the net. Interesting question. You had me scratching my head as NX6RG says. K4YDB. Back to you, John. Thank you very much.
Okay, Bob, real good. K4YDB, WA6LJ. You're still 10 to 15 overnight, just moving in great. And you were the first one to get Alpha and Delta. You were the first one that started another lemming line of A and B. So congratulations on that. All right, break with K4YDB, and let's go to W7AJM. John, 73 rounds. W6LJF, W7AJM. Good net and good question. Enjoyed it. Trying to figure that out. And didn't have much luck trying to research it. I don't know if something's going on with my network. So anyway, I didn't research it. But those two answers seem to be like that. I was going to stick to you originally, but then when Bob came out with me, I said, that sounds good too. So anyway, everybody have a wonderful day. Young crowd, Okay, John, real good. W7AJM, WA6LJ. Yeah, you were another one that got both A and D correct there, so that's wonderful. All right, break with you, and let's go to W2WLD. Bill, 73 rounds.
Okay, well, thank you, John. The signals are down a bit, but they're still Q5. We had a photo station move in on T902. I was able to filter that guy out. Very good. Enjoyed it, John. Thank you, and hopefully we'll be in here tomorrow. WA6LJS, W2WLD.
Okay, Bill, real good. Still Q5 copy, but you went down to about an S7 or 8. But, so, the conditions are deteriorating a little bit. All right, 73 to you, and let's try another East Coast, WB2GJO, Ray, 73 rounds.
WA6LJS from WB2JJO. Fine business there, John. It was a good question. I tell you what, I'm glad I copied up the command name because I got 100% this time. And Bill, W2WLD, if you're still listening there, sir, you're a X9 plus here. You got a real good signal here in South Jersey. So, John, I'll say 73 to you and everyone else on the net. Like I said, that was a good question. It was, like you said, it was a head scratcher. So with that there, and thank you very much for the report earlier. I didn't realize that was coming in at an X9 over in California. That makes me feel good. And yes, I'm using my brand spanking new head speed. So that was a big expense. Well, you know what? It worked. So back to you, John. WA6LJS, WB2JJO.
Okay, Ray, real good. Yeah, you're still doing good. You went down a little bit, but so did Bill. The East Coast went down a little bit, but you're still a good S7 here right now. Maybe peaking at 8. So that's X speed. You can't be
release the hex beams. That made a big difference in your signal when you put that thing up. 73. All right, let's go to Frank. N4GYY. 73, Frank.
6 LJF in the group N4GYY. Yeah, that was a good net today, John, and that was a good question. And like I said, I originally went toward D, but when I saw other people doing alpha in there as well, and then when the commander came with both of them, I thought, yeah, that'd probably be the best route to go. So I made a smart decision on that. And the really strange thing here is both Bill and Ray, WLD and JJL, both are moving in 9 plus on me on the back side of my beam. So this point is west, and they're it's kind of pointing to the southwest a little bit, and they're a little bit to the northeast of me. So conditions are good for them. You're starting to fade a little bit on me. But what I'm going to say is 73s, everybody. Hope you have a good Turkey Day. I won't be able to be in here tomorrow or Turkey Day. So we'll see what happens next time around. So 73s, everybody. WA6LJS and the group N4GYY. 73 off.
Okay, Frank, N4GYY, WA6LJS. Very good. 73s and a happy Thanksgiving to you. And maybe we'll catch you on 40 meters tonight if you're available. All right, let's break with you. Let's go to Joe, W5ABI. 73, Joe.
WA6LJF and the Flyers, W5ABI. Good net, good question, John. Thanks for running the net. WA6LJF, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, you're still solid, 10 over 9. Some of the other stations have gotten a little weaker this go around, but you're still where you were the first transmission. Let's go back to Florida. K2SJP, Bob, 73 round.
WA6LJS, K2SJP. Okay, John, thank you for running the net. I learned something. Alpha was the correct answer also. And kudos to get there. Bob, you can get a plus for that. Got that. Great. I think we will have enough time to get into Echo Link for a couple of rounds. So we'll see you guys over on Echo Link. Back to you, John, WA6LJS, K2SJP.
Okay, Bob, K2SJP, WA6LJS. Very good. Well, you got Delta. That was the correct answer also, so that's really good. And, yeah, you went down a little bit, but can't expect much with low power. But you're still very Q5 locally. All right, 730, we'll catch you over on Echo Lake for a minute. Let's go to Charlie, K4YDB. You're up.
WA6LJS, K4YDB. Well, John, your signal held up quite nicely through the net. Unfortunately, it wasn't that strong. You've jumped up to about an S7 over here, but I'm copying your audio quite nicely. Ray and Joe, all them guys came up a good solid S9 into here. It was just like 3 guys in a row, just great signal, then everything just dropped back down again. Anyway, 73s, everybody. Everybody have a great day. I'll get on Echo Link for at least a round or 2. I've got some things I need to take care of before Mother Nature sets in over here. Anyway, WA6LJS, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Okay, Charlie, real good. You're still holding up nice. About between an 8 and a 9 right now. Came down a little bit from the first go round. And thanks so much for all you do with the live stream. That's a real help. All right, Frank with the K4YDB, and let's go to Dale, W5OG. I wonder if we got your amp on now, Dale.
Yeah, I think I do. John, let's see, that's low test, 800 watts, something like that. Is that a bit better now? W5OG, over?
I'll say. We went from S9 to 15 over.
Okay. Well, anyway, it was struck, and I didn't notice it in one of the it's got a self-test routine that when you turn it on, and apparently it got stuck or something. Maybe I transmitted when it was coming on. I was trying to turn the amplifier on in a hurry, and of course I can do that from the computer program, which is what I do remotely. And anyway, it's a great amplifier, works exceedingly well, but I did have to reset it. They sometimes have to be reminded of what they're supposed to do, I guess. Yeah, good, Net. Good question. And I still think that maybe you either you worked at Erie University, or perhaps you were a speechwriter for Kamala Harris. See you over on Echo Lake, and then I'll be on the 40-meter net tonight. Thank you, John. WA6LJS, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, real good. Yeah. Well, don't associate me with that Harris person. Anyway, yeah, what a difference. Usually when somebody goes from 100 watts to 1,000 or so, it's about 2 or 3 S units, but you went from, I think you said you were only running 20 watts. You went from 20 watts to 800 or so, and you came up from S9 to 20 over there. Big difference. All right, break with you, and let's see, Brian, WB5DRI, you're up, 73, Brian.
Okay, John, WA6LJS, WB5DRI. Well, good net, John, and Dale, I have to say, you came up to 10 over 9 with me when you got your linear straightened out there. So, very good. Good net, John, enjoyed it. Everybody have a very happy Thanksgiving. If we don't talk to you before then, I should be on the 40-meter net tonight, so 73s, everybody. Thanks again, John. WA6LJS, WB5DRI, back to net. Good day, everybody.
Okay, 73s, Brian. You and yours have a happy Thanksgiving also if we don't talk to you. And you're still 15 over 9, just coming in very nicely. I very seldom hear you anything weaker than that. So, coming in very good. Well, I think that's about the list. Everybody else on NetLogger's showing checked out, but let me just take a check. Is there any other comments, or anybody wants to get in there? Go ahead.
KG5PTE.
Oh, KG5PTE. It looks like I missed you there. Go ahead, James.
No problem. I was going to say 7.3s, and I was going to let everybody know, looking forward to the 40-meter net tonight. And if anybody cares to, I run a all-star net today on Tuesdays. Is my day to run the net for the VHF, UHF here locally. And if you care to copy, our node number is 924-587, 924-587 on Echo Lake. It's K5 Charlie Romeo Alpha -L. And I'll be doing net control today at 2100 Zulu. So if anybody wants to jump into Echo Link and join me on my VHF, UHF net, I'll be running it at 2100 today. So I'd love to hear some of you guys. I know Bob, K2SJP's joined me a few times. And Cliff does all the time as well. So with that, I'll say 73s, and I'll be on Echo Link, KT5PT.
Okay, James, real good. Thanks for that information, and maybe some of us will get over there to talk to you there. All right, that is the bottom. Did I miss anybody, or are there any final comments before I shut it down? Call now. All right, nothing heard. This has been the Air Force Flyers Tuesday morning 20-meter net. I'll remind everybody, Tuesdays we do a 40-meter net also, only on Tuesdays, and that's starting out on 7210, 7.210 at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. East Central, or 9 p.m. Eastern. And W5OG Dale will be our net control subbing for Jennifer today. So thanks everybody for checking in. Thanks for the net logging, Leon, and thanks for the live stream, Charlie, and the relays, K1BOB. This has been the 40-meter Flyers net. This is WA6LJS net control. Now closing the net, returning the frequency to normal amateur use. 7-3.
Justin. You're booming in here, WA6LJS.
All right, we'll see you guys tonight. 7.
Roger, 73, WA6LJS.